All right, folks, strap on your camo Crocs and grab yourself a lukewarm Busch Light, because it's time for another poorly educated podcast, Trump in the News edition. And let me tell you, September 24th, 2025, might have been the most Trumpiest day that ever Trumped. He woke up, grabbed a cheeseburger, yelled at a teleprompter, declared he ended 7 wars, and told the United Nations to go straight to hell. That's a Tuesday in Trump world. Now let's break it all down, redneck style. Segment 1. Trump versus the United Nations. The MAGA Mad Libs special. So Trump strutted into the United Nations like it was open mic night at the VFW, and boy did he light into 'em. He called the UN feckless, corrupt, pernicious, which frankly is also how my cousin Billy describes his ex-wife's potato salad. But then he yanked $1 billion in funding, like he was stiffing the waitress on a check. He told world leaders to close their borders, expel foreigners, and basically said, "Y'all need to be more like me, mean, loud, and orange." He even said climate change was the greatest con job ever, which is wild because the only green scam I know is when my buddy Jethro sold fake weed at the county fair. And of course, the speech lasted an hour, because Trump don't believe in time limits. The man treats every podium like it's karaoke night, and YMCA just started. Segment 2. Trump claims he ended 7 wars, the NASCAR of peace. Trump bragged he ended 7 unendable wars in 7 months, which is like me claiming I lost 50 pounds just by switching from Budweiser to Bud Light. His list included Israel, Iran, India, Pakistan, and a fight over a dam in Africa, which weren't technically wars so much as neighbors yelling at each other over a leaky fence. He even took credit for peace between Serbia and Kosovo, which was already mostly chill thanks to NATO babysitting. Honestly, Trump's peace deals sound like when my uncle claims he fixed the Wi-Fi by slapping the router. Segment 3. Ukraine pivot. From land swaps to paper tiger. Putin. So just weeks ago, Trump was telling Ukraine to give up land and make nice with Putin. Then he flipped faster than a Waffle House pancake. Now he's saying Russia's a paper tiger and Ukraine can win it all back. That's like telling your buddy you're quitting beer for good, then showing up at the keg stand 5 minutes later. But here's the kicker. Trump said America will send weapons, but Europe has to pay the bill. Basically, it's like he turned NATO into a pawn shop. I'll give you these guns, but I want cash up front and a gently used snowblower. Segment 4. Global reactions. Y'all figure it out. Diplomacy. Ukraine cheered, Russia mocked, and Europe looked like they just sat on attack. Macron gave a speech about cooperation, while Trump yelled about teleprompters and escalators. Meanwhile, leaders in the global south rolled their eyes so hard they sprained their necks. China's probably sitting back thinking, "Thanks, Donnie, keep breaking stuff. We'll take it from here." Honestly, the whole world treats Trump like that drunk uncle at Thanksgiving. You invite him 'cause he's family, but you hide the car keys. Segment 5. Domestic chaos, Tylenol, shutdowns, and free speech. With an asterisk back home, Trump skipped out on budget talks 'cause compromising ain't his style. He said Tylenol and vaccines cause autism, which is about as scientific as saying moonshine cures baldness. The WHO had to step in and be like, "Please don't listen to this man." And then he claimed free speech is sacred, unless the news says something mean about him, in which case it's illegal. That's like me saying, everyone gets a turn at the karaoke machine, except Terry, 'cause Terry sings better than me. Segment 6. Courtroom drama. Trump va slaughter. Trump's taken his unitary executive idea to the Supreme Court. Basically, he wants the right to fire anybody in government just for sneezing wrong. If the court agrees, Trump could fire the head of the FCC because Fox News wasn't clear enough in HD. Meanwhile, other courts told him he can't freeze UCLA's funding or tie FEMA money to immigration crackdowns, which is basically the judicial version of your mama saying, "You ain't taking away Christmas just 'cause you're mad at your cousin." Segment 7. Wrapping it all up. A day of doctrine and disruption. So what did we learn, folks? Trump's presidency is like watching NASCAR with a demolition derby at halftime. He tore into the UN, claimed he ended wars like they were Pokemon battles, flipped on Ukraine, skipped out on Congress, made up medical science and picked a fistfight with the courts, all in one dang day. It's not politics, it's performance art with spray tan. And the big question ain't whether Trump's gonna break the system. It's whether the system can survive being run like a bait shop by a man who thinks climate change is just a fancy word for sweating too much on the golf course. That's it for this episode of the Poorly Educated Podcast, Trump in the News edition. Tune in next time when Trump claims he personally wrestled inflation into submission, barehanded, while eating a filet-o-fish.